Not the biggest vegetable eater, even though I love growing them. And I'm like a wannabe vegetarian, but I don't know, I'm just very picky with it, yeah. My name is Amanda Ketterer, and I am a junior here at Rutgers Camden, studying political science and urban sustainability. When I was younger, my dad and I had a little farm plot at Barclay Farmstead. He would always explain to me that we were watering and feeding and taking care of these plants, and at the end of the summer they'd say thank you by giving us like a little tomato or a little eggplant or something like that. And something really clicked with me from a young age that I wanted to work with plants and I wanted to feed people. I never had to wonder where my next meal was coming from growing up. When I learned what food insecurity meant and how many people it affects in the United States, it really hit home for me, and it was something that I became very passionate about and very interested in. When I was 8 years old, I read a book by Dr. Goodall called The Chimpanzees I Know and Love, Saving Their World and Ours, and on the back of the book there was this quote that really stuck with me that said, every individual matters, every individual has a role to play, and every individual can make a difference, and we all have a choice as to what kind of difference we want to make. Over the course of over 10 years, I've raised over $20,000 for the Jane Goodall Institute just through different fundraisings, and they were, a huge catalyst in my passion for youth engagement. I started out in Roots and Shoots, which is a youth outreach program through the Jane Goodall Institute. I really wanted to take the education I had growing up and be able to give that to other people and hopefully spread more awareness of sustainable agriculture and where food comes from and why it's so important to take care of those resources. I started working at Springdale when I was 15 years old. It's a lot of work. Now that I'm working in the fields doing drip irrigation, I realize the frustration that they have, and but I still just every day I'm out there. I love it. I really do. It's where I'm meant to be, is outside with the plants. My father was a chef, so unintentionally, a lot of the educational hayrides are me just giving recipes out to people and telling them just how easy it is to make a healthy, affordable, quick meal at home with what you can grow in a field like that. We're hoping that the garden can be used as a catalyst for education on where food comes from and how people can do this in their own backyards, on their own porches, things like that, that you don't need to have a whole farm to grow your own food. You can have a tomato plant and a tomatillo plant that could sustain you for the whole summer. Starting small here and educating the public is a huge goal, just through fun and silly engagement in a garden here with young people can really change their lives at home with where they feel food comes from, and it can empower them to create it themselves. I was so lucky to make a combined major of urban studies and agriculture to learn about urban sustainability and agriculture for really green space legislation and addressing food insecurity. The personalized education that Rutgers Camden has given me, that we have the big university feel, but you have such a personal connection with your advisor and your professors. I would like to get my master's degree and my doctorate hopefully through Rutgers, but at the end of the day I know I'm going to want to farm. But I'm going to want to farm in my own way, which is in a city, engaging my neighborhood that it is in to, help to address social cultural problems and then also just food insecurity as a whole.